keep the full cup for yourself.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute. You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did da. Dada cover my face, calling me like bada. Biggie man, we know they wear abada. Tell me, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I no feet, die for nothing. What's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I no feet, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep myself. So anything when they do, I they try to do on my way. I can't come and keep myself. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people then go say, I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show.
What's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley.
DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Look, Truth Nation, we got guests. We got a situation in the city where a 6-year-old lost his life, and we have the family in studio to tell their side of the story. Once again, we had a tragic situation where a family is dealing with a loss of life, and there was a lot going on in the media with this story. We have the family in studio right now. Once again, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We have the grandmother in the studio as well, and the one thing I'll tell you, when the tragic situations take place and the media has a narrative, this is why it's a blessing to have the radio show, so the family can come in and talk about what took place and what do they need from us.
Yes.
And I thank you for coming on the show today, Grandma.
Yeah, thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very heartbroken.
And when we talk about the situation, you say many times when we talk about the death and then we have the aftermath.
Yes.
You were involved in the situation to where you were put in custody.
Yes.
Can you explain what was going on
When
the situation took place from your point of view?
When the situation took place, we were all asleep.
Right.
And I woke up to a loud boom. It felt like something had came through my window. And I woke up running, looking around for my kids. I see one, I don't see the other. So I ran into another part of the house, and that's where I witnessed.
Oh wow!
My
And when we talk about when you called the police, because you called 911.
Yes.
And 911 responded.
911 did respond. Yes.
And at that point, when did you feel that they were kind of targeting you at a certain point?
Once they entered my home. once they entered my home and they had me surrounded in a certain part of my house, they snatched my phone. They told me that I was under arrest, and I still can't wrap this around me. You know, I'm like my grandson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is going on with my grandson? What is going on with my other kid who's up in another room?
That's a lot. That's a lot. And then you have to rally the family. Many times when you talk about dealing with the situations, a lot of people only are looking at what's going on in the media. But from the family's perspective, what are you dealing with? And who's helping? And how is this moving along? Because I know the mom has been arrested and the uncle. How are we putting this together? What do the family need as far as moving forward from this?
I would say our community, because it is a narrative that is being said that is untrue. It's like they trying to break us more than what we already are.
Mm-hmm.
And when at this time we just need support. People are judging and don't have the facts.
Right.
Everything we see, people see, don't mean it's true. And we just need them to understand that it's not true. And
It's not.
now you have the grandmother here,
Right.
who was one of the people that was there, who can speak out. And we just need our community actually to come together and help us.
First of all, we have a tragic situation where you know, nobody wants to wake up and find out that they have lost a loved one. But the after effect of it, and now has there been, I know that they are pushing to press charges, but who's actually being charged for this? Have they pressed any charges against anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the mom and the uncle.
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing in the media. But what was the scenario?
No, they was trying to say that my son shot my grandson,
Right,
which is not true.
Which is not true.
right. There's that somebody shot him, that your son, who's the uncle,
Yes.
was the one that shot him, the young 6-year-old.
Yes, which is the one that shot King,
But
which is not
but
true.
that's what that is not what happened. What happened?
He was asleep.
He was asleep. My son was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I woke my son up. My son was asleep.
Young King got a hold of a loaded weapon.
Yes.
Was the weapon placed to the side? How was this dynamic? How?
It was put away. He just got up and got a hold to it.
Right.
You think you putting it up high enough. Sometimes it ain't up high enough. Kids watch. They pay attention to where you moving, what you doing. We think our kids is not watching.
Right.
They watching. So when you think you putting it up under something or hiding it away, kids watching, climbing up, trying to get to what they see and what they saw you. And that's just what it is. He got into the secure place and was able to get a hold of it and harmed himself.
Oh, wow. And now when we talk about community coming together, and I'll tell you this, I was out Friday and we were at the event, the balloon release. There was a lot of community members out there in support of what was happening. But I didn't know that at the time that you were the one that they took in custody.
Yes.
Did they actually take you downtown?
Yes.
No, you went to
The
first.
first district and then to the county. Yes.
And then when were you released?
I was released on the 6th.
Yesterday.
Yes.
What type of family was this? You know, a lot of times when they get in the media, a lot of people have their opinions about tragic situations. But as a grandmother living inside the home with King, his mom, your son, what kind of environment was it?
It was great
for the family.
It was a great environment. We was all, we always did family things, always was family oriented. So
the family was just kind of thrown off with this happening because there was no abuse going on. Everybody was kind of working together. Everybody was kind of living.
Everything was good.
Everything was fine. There was no history of anything going on.
No.
And then this happens.
Yes.
Child Protective Services got involved, I'm sure.
Yes.
And how is that going? Where are the other siblings or the young people?
They're with their dad.
Okay, so the dad has the other siblings, and I'll say this. People don't understand that when you say neglect and things like that, these are strong ideas, and the mother now finds herself fighting charges. How do y'all feel about that as a family?
It's wrong. Like, it's wrong. She wasn't even there. In her situation, she did all the right things, and now she's being ridiculed as something that she's not. Like, it's all messed up. And just to even elaborate on the family, because I'm just speaking up because grandma is going through a lot.
Right.
And they was a beautiful family, very close, like very close. They still depend on grandma. Like, even the grown kids, like, that's mama. That's
right.
Mama, these brothers and sisters. Even during this situation, sister calling, worrying about the uncle, her baby loss. She's seeing what the media is saying. She don't even have a clue. She come from work to face this. She's still worrying about, is my brother okay? My mom okay? Is my kids okay? She's still very much concerned. Like, she don't even understand why she in the situation she is. Yes, okay, we know it's her firearm, but she secured it.
Right.
It was secured. Like, it wasn't that. You like I said, you think you're doing all the right things. You could be doing all the right things. Accidents and tragedies sometimes, unfortunately, does happen. And she is really going through, like, mentally, she's having a breakdown every day. She's seeing how she can't get out. She need to get out. People in there are making fun of her, calling her names.
Oh,
and,
wow.
like, it's a lot with that because they watching the news, and then you got people judging her. So she crying like, Mom, they doing this to me. They saying this to me. That's a lot for her too. And she can't. And then to mourn, to be locked in a room by yourself, and you have no support, no one to hug, no one to hold your hand, no one to tell you other than when you call home, it's gonna be okay. Like, and you just lost your baby. You didn't even get to see him them last moments because you spent your 8 hours, 16 hours at work.
She was at work. She comes back to the house. Did they arrest her immediately?
As soon as she got out the car, she never made it in the house. She never got to see her baby. She never got to nothing. Then you got grandma. They arrest her, take her to the 1st district, and of course interrogate her. And then when she don't cooperate to say what they want you to say, they mistreat you.
This is a lot to unpack.
Yes.
When we come back, I want to talk about how can the community help deal with this situation, a tragic situation. Once again, a 6-year-old King tragically lost his life last weekend getting a hold of a firearm inside the home, and the family is dealing with the aftermath. When we come back, we'll discuss how can we get involved to try to help. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey everybody, it's Melanie Ricks. You all know I love supporting a local team. That's why I'm excited to tell you about UW Credit Union. They've been serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. And when I was in school, they helped me learn how to plan for my future and make my money grow. Even now, they're still always there for me when I have questions, and they'll be there for you too. So stop by any of their 13 Milwaukee area branches or visit uwcu.org to become a UW Credit Union member today, like me. Federally insured by NCUA.
This message is sponsored by WisCaregiver.com. Now is the time to start a meaningful career as a caregiver. Make a real difference in people's lives. WisCaregiver.com gives you 2 great options for free. Train for the in-demand caregiver workforce as a CDCP, Certified Direct Care Professional, or become a CNA, Certified Nurse Aide. All training is free. Plus, you can earn a $500 bonus. Learn more. Visit WisCaregiver.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Listen to one of our incredible Truth teammates highlight the remarkable achievements of Black women throughout history.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice. And for Women's History Month, I want to highlight my girl, one of my faves, Issa Rae. Issa Rae, born on January 12, 1985, is a multifaceted talent in the entertainment industry. Best known for her role as the creator and star of the HBO series Insecure, Issa Rae has become a prominent figure in reshaping narratives around contemporary Black experiences. Born in Los Angeles, Issa Rae developed her passion for storytelling at an early age. Her journey to prominence began with the creation of the web series The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl in 2011, showcasing her unique comedic voice and garnering a dedicated online following. This success laid the foundation for Insecure, a critically acclaimed series that premiered on HBO in 2016. Issa Rae's portrayal of the lead character Issa D resonated with audiences, earning her widespread acclaim. Beyond acting, Issa Rae is a trailblazing producer committed to amplifying underrepresented voices in the industry. She founded Issa Rae Productions, contributing to projects like A Black Lady Sketch Show and Little, showcasing her dedication to fostering diversity and inclusion. In addition to her impact on screen, Issa Rae has received numerous accolades for her contributions, including Golden Globe nominations and Primetime Emmy Awards recognition. Her influence extends beyond entertainment, making her a powerful force in shaping the cultural landscape. Issa Rae's career exemplifies resilience, creativity, and a commitment to breaking barriers. So thank you, Issa Rae, for paving the way and being a beautiful representation for young women like me in the entertainment industry and beyond. We know you're always down to root for everybody Black.
Tune in to The Truth as we celebrate the greatness of Black women all month long.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by Lowe's.com. The arrow is pointing up for women's sports and is starting to attract the attention of investors looking to break into the sports world. Melody Thompson is co-CEO and president of Black-owned Wall Street firm Ariel Investments and is part of a new venture there called Project Level. It's dedicated to investing in women's sports. On stage recently at a Bloomberg event, Thompson says she sees investing in women's sports similarly to how she sees investing in small-cap companies.
Smaller companies tend to grow faster. And we say the big guys, it's going to be harder to grow the way they've grown in the past. But the women have a big trajectory of growth in front of them. So this is where value meets growth.
The big guys she refers to are men's sports franchises. Thompson feels getting in on women's sports now could lead to big wins for investors down the road. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth. Is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. The Milwaukee Brewers wrapped up their 7-game homestand with an 8-2 win over the Reds on Sunday, thanks in large part to not one, but two Jackson Chourio home runs.
1-1 pitch is a high fly ball, deep left field, bye-bye baseball. Chourio's done it again. A solo shot, and he's driven in 5 this afternoon.
Next up for the Brewers is the Rockies out in Colorado on Tuesday. And lastly, we head over to the NBA where no Giannis, no Dame, but nonetheless, the Bucks getting the 111-107 win in New Orleans. Gary Trent Jr. leading the way with 29 points. Kevin Porter Jr. added 20. And next up for the 44-34 Bucks is the Minnesota Timberwolves on Tuesday night in Milwaukee. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Double up 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just.
Truth Nation, our 4th annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, is on Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., and we want you there. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up to volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who registers for the last cleanup site will get free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com. Help us beautify our city together. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's presented by 1MKE. We are 1MKE, and sponsored by Cousin Subs, U.S. Cellular, Landmark Credit Union, Ray's Coca-Cola, and Waste Management. Hey, also tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth Community Spotlight tomorrow at 11:57 a.m. between The Truth with Sherwin Hughes and The Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace. Hey, look, it's going to be a powerful one. Find out about the amazing city jobs they offer and great benefits. That's the Community Spotlight tomorrow at 11:57 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, look, we got the family of the young 6-year-old that lost his life tragically due to the handling a pistol, lost his life, and the family now is dealing with the aftermath of the situation. We have grandma in the studio, we have aunt in the studio, and I'll tell you this is one of those stories where when you talk about it, you were resting because you were a working woman.
Yes.
And the mom was at work.
Yes.
The uncle was asleep.
Yes.
You know, what type of household was this? Because it seems like everybody was working and it was a family unit there. But if you listen to the media and you look at what's happening, you see that it looks like she was unfit or the family was not operating well. What do y'all got to say to that?
She definitely wasn't nowhere near unfit. She go crazy for her kids. She love her kids. Like, her kids love her. Like, even in this tragic moment, like, her kids is crying. They want their mom. They with dad. They love dad, but they looking for mom. They wonder where mom is. They want to communicate with their mother. They share some photos, but they forgot the photos with all the pictures she done took with her kids. The happy moments, the smiles, the bonds, the video of the bonds, the laughters. Like, she don't play with her kids. She don't even introduce her kids to the public like that. She really overprotective of her children. And honestly, my nephew's birthday was finna come up. She was really trying to bust butt to get prepared for his birthday. He had told her what he wanted. She trying to get to it to make sure she can fulfill what he asked for, his request. Like, they overly spoiled. People tell you, like, her kids is spoiled. She don't play about them kids. Like, she don't. Grandma either. Like, them her babies too. Her daughter is her baby, and them babies is her baby. She'll tell you, them my babies.
So basically, the family, this situation took everybody by surprise because nobody was expecting late at night for something like this to go on. And in the aftermath, you see that the family is starting to come together. I was at the event Friday. You've seen a lot of the family members come together. I heard a lot of the ideas of the mother in jail, the uncle in jail, the grandma was in jail. And how has this incident changed the family?
I feel like it can't change us. Right. We love each other. We don't care about what people want to say about us. Right. Ain't nothing gonna break us from being one.
Right.
It'll never do that. But it is breaking us in another form because we just lost a baby. We lost our baby. You know what I'm saying? We watching her crumble behind them bars. So it's hurtful because you're trying to help somebody. How do we help them? How can we help them? We got to get this money to help her. We got to get this money to bury him. We got to be there to support the uncle because they done made it to where his fight might be even harder to try to help him. We got to help these other the siblings that are still out here. Like, so it's like, it's stress. Everyone gonna need mental health help, definitely therapy after this. It's a broken situation. That's what it is. It's a broken situation, but it won't break us.
Joining me on the lines is advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Elizabeth Brown?
Salute King. Happy Monday.
Hey, look, we got the family in the studio of 6-year-old King who lost his life due to getting up late at night and grabbing a loaded gun. And now we're in the aftermath where the family is here trying to straighten out a lot of the narratives that's out here about the family. Once again, this happened late at night. Mother at work. Grandma just got off work.
Yes.
And this happened.
My condolences to the family and the aunt that's speaking. That's powerful because, again, you guys are in a fight for your life. And at the same time, you know, haven't really even got a chance to grieve. It's a tragic time, and I would just say, you know, we're praying for you. You know, we're going to stand with you guys and do all that we can to help. But at the same time, you know, we have to make sure that we remember King and who he was, and then the importance of us, because it's our right to own firearms, you know, and again, for protection or whatever may have you, but we have to make sure that we do it right, you know. At the end of the day, though, the main idea is the fact that you guys are banding together and y'all standing together, because that's the energy that you want to put out here. Forget the narratives that everybody else spinning, you know. What's understood don't need to be explained. And again, I send my condolences in any way that I can be of help. Let me know.
There is also a push for a GoFundMe for the remainder of the children to help. What is the GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe, I created it on the behalf of my family. It is to help support the expenses for King and what all we shall have for him and his funeral expenses, to support the other children, that the siblings that are now left without a mother,
right,
and that support. And at this point, we need to help Mom too, so we got to figure it all out. All of it got to get figured out.
What is the name of the GoFundMe?
The tragic loss of. Let me get that information.
All right. Well, I'll say this, you know, when I'm looking at Grandma, and I'll tell you this, you know, the family had a couple generations inside of it.
Yes.
You know, and to me, when you have a tragic situation like this, that happens late at night while everybody's asleep, and you have to wake up and witness something as horrific as losing a loved one in this way, and then to be arrested, and then for Mom to get off work, get the news, get off work, and then have to be arrested. You know, it just seems like a lot going on, and you didn't have time to really understand the magnitude of the situation, because once the law enforcement got involved, they immediately started arresting and putting people in back of cop cars, I would think.
Yes.
What do you want the community to know when it comes to advice on dealing with firearms and having kids?
Keep your guns locked away. Keep them out of reach.
The highest of the highest places, because even when you think they high enough, we got to go higher. Locked away.
Because, like I said, when we talk about this kind of tragedy, the family is rallying together, because even though the mom is in jail, the kids now have to have what they need. The family has to work together to bring it back together, bring the family back together on top of this. And then on top of this, you have the media putting out different scenarios and things like that. So the strength of this family is amazing from what I'm seeing. When
Absolutely.
I went out there on Friday, I mean, the family coming together and fighting and trying to let the community know that this wasn't just a family that was just out here dealing with things in the wrong way. This was just something that took everybody by surprise.
Absolutely.
How can the community help?
Right now, we don't even know. We just know we need the help. We do. We want to, for one, we want to get Mom out because she deserved to be able to bury her own son, for sure. So we definitely want to get Mom out. That's the next step. And then going forward, we want to be able to give King a proper burial, and services for counseling is followed behind this, because my niece is, she tore up. I ain't gonna lie, she messed up real bad. Mentally, she broken. She stresses every day how depressed she is. They had her on suicide watch in custody. She really going through a lot. She just ain't understand it. Like, she don't agree, which we all don't agree with her being in there, because it's unfair for her. So we definitely feel like she need to get out there. She need to be in her mom's arms too. She need to be healed. She need that affection. She need to know that we got you. Like, she need to, because it's one thing to tell her that, but to touch us and hold her and hug her, and she feel that, because she don't have that. She don't have that. She been locked in the room. She by herself with only what she see on TV, what she hearing on the streets, nothing. And the whole time she don't have no acknowledgement of nothing.
Well, give us the GoFundMe one more time.
So the GoFundMe name is Helping King's Family Through This Tragic Loss is the name of the GoFundMe, the title. Help King's Family Through This Tragic Loss. The organizer is myself, Vanity Binion. If need be, we have shared it on Mom's Facebook page that I see a lot of people go to and tag. Grandmother's Facebook page, who they go to and tag, and I'll provide it to you as well before we leave here. Yes.
Well, Grandma, do you have any final words before we run the break to the community?
She messed up. I ain't gonna lie. She messed up too. And then coming home, reality is something different when you got to come home to all this and try to fix it.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all for coming in. We're going to try to make sure that we do our part as a community to try to assist. And thank y'all for coming on the show to try to talk and let everybody understand what's going on within the family and how y'all working to try to make sure that the word gets out on what y'all need and how tragic this was. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's awesome. Thank you all. We definitely looking for the support. That GoFundMe is our number one key to the support, and you can reach out to any one of us as needed.
And I want to say thank you all for the support, the understanding, and the love that I have been getting, and that my family have been getting.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I'm going to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Every accomplishment starts somewhere. For University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee student Nick Birschbach, it was internships that led to a job at GE Healthcare. For Charles Kelly, it started with an internship at a TV station. Now, he's a weekend anchor. And for Jaden Anderson, her leadership led to recognition from the American Institute of Architecture students. The path to success goes many places. It starts at UWM.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. There's lots of buzz surrounding the draft, but you won't find one seeping through Pella's windows and doors. In fact, you should make Pella your #1 pick because right now you can take advantage of no interest financing options or free glass upgrades as long as you order by April 30th. Make a statement by adding Pella's architectural interest inside and out with maximum design flexibility. Their talented designers and installers can match your unique home through dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, profiles, product types, and more. Along with durable and distinguished details, all Pella products stand the test of time, which is why they confidently offer the best wood warranty in the industry. Don't miss out on no-interest financing options or free glass upgrades at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Certain restrictions apply, and the deal ends April 30th, so place your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, are you ready? Hey, for the cleanup, April 12th for the cleanup. I'm supposed to do that read, but we got a tragic situation in the studio. And even though I'm urging everybody to get out for the cleanup, April 12th, we got a situation right here in the studio that we got to address. A family in studio, young King, 6 years old, lost his life last weekend. We got grandma, we got auntie in studio, just trying to let everybody know that the family, this was a tragic event that happened in the middle of the night. And now they got to fight. They living in the aftermath of it, and they're reaching out for community support. Can you give that GoFundMe one more time?
Yes. It's helping King's family. Help King's family through this tragic loss.
Helping King's family through the tragic loss. Once again, do whatever you can, Truth Nation. Everything is appreciated. Elizabeth Brown, once again, one of those things where the community has been hurt by this situation, and we're trying to work with the family to see what we can do.
Again, my prayers out to, the queen mother, which is the grandmother, the aunt, the mom, the family in totality. We have to make sure we pay attention because accidents happen. Again, I'm not understanding if mom wasn't home. We just had the Journal Sentinel that was on the Tory Lowe show speaking about these accidents and how certain people outside of Milwaukee County are being given misdemeanors. So we have to make sure we keep our eye on what the Milwaukee District Attorney's Office does here. Also, let's keep that in the forefront because, again, clearly it was an accident. Clearly you have somebody charged. Now, we have to make sure that the family get what they need because we know that the CPS system and the system that's set up to break up families usually charge parents and that story of children being taken due to whatever. But the main idea is to make sure that this family have what they need. And again, prayers goes up, and my heart is heavy for you all because I know y'all have a battle on y'all hands. But at the same time, I just ask the community again, to keep them up in prayers and go and hit the Cash App or the GoFundMe, $5, $10, whatever you can give, because, again, they're going to need it. And my heart goes out for the children, because the main idea is that, you know, they have lost a loved one and their mom, who's not there to console them. And as a child, you can't expect anybody to console her children like she can. So, prayers.
Well, I appreciate y'all for coming through once again. And I'll say this, whatever I can do to help during this time, y'all have my hands, my prayers, and Truth Nation, whatever you can do to help the family, please, whatever you can contribute to help, please go to the GoFundMe. Make sure that you do a little. If everybody do a little, nobody ain't got to do a lot. And I thank y'all for coming on the show, because I'll tell you, this is a tough time. It's a tough situation, but like I said, the love of the family will get y'all through. And the love of the community can also help as well.
Yes.
Hey, man, this is a tough show, Truth Nation, I'll tell you this. But once again, we have a family that have been hit by tragedy, and we have call to actions. Many times when we talk about call to actions, we just got to do our part. And if I'll say this, when I got the phone call about this situation, it just hurt my heart to understand that children are losing their lives in our community, and families have to go through this type of tragedy where this happened in the middle of the night while everybody was asleep.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It ain't like everybody was up having fun, or this happened like where somebody had a gun on the table. Like the mother was at work. The gun was, I guess, put up in a certain space in the house. And this was definitely unexpected. So I'll say this, whatever we can do, let's try to do it, Truth Nation.
Absolutely.
Elizabeth Brown, any last words before we go?
I mean, just want the family to know that, you know, they are loved, and just anybody who owns a gun, make sure you lock it up. Again, we know these kids, when we think they ain't looking, they looking. And the reality is, go hit that GoFundMe, whatever you can give.
All right, Truth Nation, keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory Lowe from Wonderful. All right, Queen, let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation, thank y'all for tapping in to the show. Join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation, Truth Nation. Dr. Ken Harris up next. I love you.
They treat you like a slave, with chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through their teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk, unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they. See, that's how that shit tell me, man. That's how my daddy.